You are watching WPTV.
Welcome back to the desk. I'm joined with Jesse, Tristan, Justice, and Dante. And we're going to talk about the NBA, which is in full swing. We're going to tell you what's hot and cold around the association. This guy named LeBron, I think you guys may know him. You know, he's on the absolute tear. Yeah, maybe a little bit. He's on the absolute tear to start the season. And they're atop, the Lakers are atop the Western Conference. It's Dante. I know you're the biggest LeBron fan on this block. What do you got with the Lakers and LeBron?
Let's look at LeBron's stats real quick. He's having a phenomenal season right now. 23, 8, and a career-high 11 assists per game. He's absolutely dominant in the league right now. His usage rate's a little up, but this is year 17 LeBron. You know what Michael Jordan was doing the 17th year after he entered the league?
What did Jordan
He was
do?
losing money at the track, Samory.
That's all right.
LeBron is
problem.
on an all-time tear. He's the only player in NBA history who's top 10 in both points and assists. By the time he retires, he'll be the all-time leading scorer. Top 5 in assists, definitely. He missed a career-high 27 games last year, and that's where his kind of decline came. That's no problem. He's playing with Anthony Davis right now. He's the best teammate he's had since Miami. So I'm not worried about LeBron or his usage. I think he'll be fine. I think the Lakers will be fine this year.
Keep it with you the same question. Do you think he's going to win the MVP
this
year?
He's on pace for it, definitely. Why not give it to him? Who's going to disagree
I
with me
think
here?
that usage rate has to come down if you're realistically looking at LeBron for a full season doing this. Like you said, year 17, he does have Anthony Davis, who is the best teammate that he's ever had. You need to defer a little bit more. That 30% usage rate is on par with things like Russ's MVP season, James Harden with the Houston Rockets. That's too high.
And you want to know something?
MVP season, though?
MVP season.
MVP
But how old
season.
was Russ at the time?
He was in his early 20s.
Early 20s.
Late
34 is the
LeBron
new
has
44
dominated
about.
the league
No,
for at
absolutely
least
not.
15 years, we'll say.
But
Dominated.
the thing with all those players, they won the MVP, but they got nowhere. They didn't get to the
True.
finals. So, as the Laker fan, I'm hoping we get there. But speaking of the Lakers, you know, big game tonight. The Kings and the Lakers. Luke Walton's making his return to the Lakers. You know, he got fired this offseason. Tristan, what are you expecting from this game?
I'm expecting a slaughter. There's no De'Aaron Fox tonight.
Just a slaughter.
Just a slaughter. The Kings are really not that great. If you look at the graphic, the Lakers are 9-2. Kings are 4-6. The Kings are not looking good, like I said. Lakers averaging 110 points a game. The Kings 105. They're being out-rebounded in this matchup easily. 46 rebounds a game for the Lakers, 31 for the Kings. I don't see the Kings even close to winning this game.
I mean, Tristan mentioned it. De'Aaron Fox is out. Marvin Bagley hasn't even played. I mean, one thing that Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka might have gotten right,
Was
Luke
firing
Walton might not have been that good of a coach.
Look, I always thought
Yeah, I
Luke
agree.
Walton was not that bad of a coach, but
Don't expect a close matchup tonight with Anthony. Who is going to check Anthony Davis in the paint? Who's going to check LeBron on the wing? I would not be surprised if this is a 20-point loss.
Justice, you got anything for the game?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Kings lose by 30. I mean, Buddy Hield is not gonna.
Buddy Hield's left. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
It's just Buddy Hield.
left.
He took the big deal to get his contract.
Exactly.
And he got his contract and nothing shown for it.
Like, how disappointing has Sacramento been this year? We thought they were going to be a team that could make the jump to the playoffs, but Bagley's out, Fox is out, both extended periods of time. Again, we're not sold on Luke Walton as a coach. Listen, Vlade Divac, Mike Bibby, and Chris Webber, they're not walking out tonight. The Lakers are going to win this one very easily.
Yeah, it's looking like a 2003 out there.
It's not.
really
And it's
is.
not going to be a
is.
repeat of
It's not.
2003. We're going to introduce something a little new. Let's spice it up, get a little hot and cold. Jesse, what are you starting with?
So I'm going to go hot, and I'm looking at Luka Doncic. This is a second-year guy who is the best player on his team, one of the best teams in the West. I mean, the stats speak for themselves. 28.7 points per game, 10.3 rebounds, 9.3 assists. That's basically a triple-double, and he's doing it on 48% shooting and 83% from the free throw. He is automatic. This is numbers that were Russ level when he won the MVP. We've seen James
Russ didn't
Harden.
have anybody like Kristaps.
Exactly. And Luka, I mean, when you watch them play, Kristaps is so good. But Luka Doncic is another level. Second year, and he is arguably already a top 10 player in the NBA.
He's definitely an MVP candidate.
Right now,
He's
the
20
MVP
years
of the
old.
league because of how good the Mavericks have performed and how it's really just Luka, Kristaps, and then a bunch of guys. And they're really, I mean, if we looked at the Mavericks-Lakers game, that was all Luka versus LeBron.
Yeah.
And that's a top 10 matchup right there.
So, Tristan, I know you're the resident Knicks fan of this block. Do you have anything for the Knicks?
Oh, I needed this. I'm going cold, and I'm going the New York Knicks. They won their game last night against the Mavericks. I don't know how.
Kristaps returned as well, too.
Yeah, he did. He played well. He played very well. They're 3-9, averaging exactly 100 points a game, 46 rebounds a game, 16 turnovers a game. Oh, my God.
Can't forget that 42% from the field.
42% from the field.
A glaring 42%.
There is. The Knicks are abysmal.
That's saying it nicely, too.
That is saying it nicely. They have a couple bright spots. I'm not going to completely trash them here. There's a couple positives to take out of it. There are certain players playing very well. Marcus Morris, RJ Barrett's playing well. Bobby Portis surprisingly is playing pretty well. But the Knicks are a mess.
Justice, I don't know if you can follow up from the Knicks being cold, but do you have anything? Anybody hot or cold?
The Knicks have been cold for the last 30 years. But
Yeah, and I think it's going to stay like that, too.
Absolutely. But the Boston Celtics are white hot right now. They sit at the top of the East at 9-1. Coming into the season, I think we expected Kemba Walker to be a better fit than Kyrie Irving, and he's definitely proven that. They're averaging 116 points per game, 46 rebounds per game. 11 turnovers, which is kind of high, but their field goal percentage is up. I think Jason Tatum is being way more aggressive this year. Gordon Hayward is looking like the old Gordon Hayward before he broke his leg. And Jaylen Brown is...
But then he broke his hand, so it doesn't really factor out for him. It's not
But
too
then
fun and fine for him.
Jaylen Brown has really earned his money.
Yeah, it's good that he's earned his money. Now, Dante, let's see if you earn your money. Hot or cold, where are we going?
I'm not getting paid for this.
Oh, let's hope we are.
Listen, I'm a Heat fan. I've been a Heat fan since I was about this big, so I'm not a bandwagoner. And the Heat rookies right now are white hot. We got Kendrick Nunn, who I didn't know who he was on January 1st this year. Now he's my favorite player in the league. Tyler Herro, our first-round draft pick, fantastic. You got to look at the video from them this season. Absolutely on fire. The Heat are 7-3, one of the best teams in the East, and it comes on the shoulders of both Herro and Nunn. Nunn, undrafted rookie, 17-3-3, is a real good overall player, both sides of the ball. Herro, 13-4-2, a great game manager and distributor. Listen, learning under Jimmy Butler, one of the better learning trees in the league.
Let's see if they can learn under him, though.
I think so.
Crazy happens.
But even if it's not Jimmy Butler, you have a great culture in Miami that Pat Riley's established for decades. Coach Spo is one of the longest tenured coaches in the league, and he's won 3 championships with the Heat there. Miami could be a sleeper team in the East, and getting players like this to come out of nowhere and make it work, that's all that you need.
Yeah, it's crazy things happening around the NBA, and I thank you for your hot and cold takes. I'm getting a little cozy over here. So from the hard works, we're going to the hard knocks with the football crew breaking down all the action in the NFL. Stay tuned here on WP Sports Desk.